Hi.
Hello. Yeah, I'm here.
Hi. Did you just get on?
Yeah, I just got on like a little bit, a few minutes.
Okay. Have to see, but then I went back in. See if I could. You're not.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get your. Let's see. Document share. Okay. Is this the same thing we did the other day?
This is the one. I'm typing it out now.
Okay.
We read over the article.
Gotcha.
And then now I'm just typing it out.
So I'm looking at assignments. Just remember. Surprised you. How it relates to your experience, test placements, and other reflections on the top of the article, including life experience for test course. Okay, good. Let's see what else we got. Let's see, try to find the rest of it. All right, then, and this is the article, right? Effects of correction on endless.
Yeah, this is the about the Arthur, the nursing student.
Oh wait, it's different.
This is the other one we read the one before last time.
Okay. This one. But I've seen this at some other time.
I think it was two Mondays ago.
Okay, got it. Just read it over. So you're writing about, so you're doing the same thing but on this article?
It's the same stuff that we it's the same stuff. I just type out the summary of the article and then like what surprised me and then like my connection to it and stuff like that to the article.
Okay. Have you finished writing it?
I started writing some of it.
Was there any part of the article you didn't understand?
I think for the article, it was really just some of the vocabulary words in it. Did
we go over those yet? I can't remember.
I think we kind of did, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of remember this. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think those words that I didn't really understand maybe was the assimilation and then the acculturate or like the acculturation, those words.
Okay, and do you understand it now? Have we gone over it yet? I can't remember.
I think we kind of did. But can you remind me what it is again?
If assimilate means to fit in.
Mm-hmm.
And to assimilate, you become like whatever your new society is, or your new group that you're trying to fit into, that you try to assimilate, try to fit in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Acculturation, I think, just means that you're trying to fit in with your culture, whatever that culture is. So if American culture tends to listen to a lot of rock music and rock music, and eat fast food, then if you want to acculturate, that's what you do. You know, that's how you fit in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's fitting into the culture. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. So they're both kind of similar.
They're kind of. Where yeah, I haven't run across birds, so I would love to do that. Do you remember where they are?
I think they're in this one. They're like on their third page.
Third page. Okay. Um,
And the language ability, and then the paragraph on the right of it too.
okay. I see language ability. So, okay, so this is saying that the language, whatever your language is, that really affects your ability to assimilate, to fit in. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This means that acculturation stress, negative health outcomes revolve around the dialect. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay, yeah, acculturation. In English, we speak in softer tones. Okay, that's a good no, yes, so acculturation, we speak in softer tones. So if you want to assimilate, then and you want to fit in with the culture, you have to speak in softer tones.
Mm-hmm.
Eye contact, that's another good okay, if you want to assimilate, well, our culture says that you do make eye contact, whereas in other cultures, you don't make eye contact. So if you want to assimilate, you should make eye contact. That's part of the culture. In order to acculturate, you have to make eye contact, which allows you to assimilate. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
They're similar. They're similar.
Sounds very similar.
Yeah, it is. Look down is meek, silent, and somewhat inferior because my language tends to be soft spoken and listening. Okay. Okay. So my parents would just sit there and say yes or no without even clarifying because I could tell all they wanted was the conference to be over. Okay. Okay. Anything else you're not sure about?
Mm-hmm. Amendable in which in the family factor paragraph.
Say what?
In the family factor paragraph, the word amendable.
Okay. It's but it's in that paragraph, right?
Yeah, this on the next on page 4.
Yeah, I see the family factors.
It's toward the, I think it's toward the mid of the in the middle of the paragraph. Yeah.
No, the first word is sent.
The word before amendable was less, and then the one above less was older, had a stronger sense of Filipino culture,
Okay, I'm getting it. Definitely a culture shock for parents, important for them to acculturate because they were older. Oh, I see. Had a stronger sense of culture and hence were less amenable, less open to change, less willing to change. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So they were saying that younger kids can acculturate faster,
Mm-hmm.
but it's stressful because then they feel like they're leaving their home culture behind. Like they have to fit into two different cultures, and that can be pretty stressful.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes sense. Trying to keep the traditional culture while fitting into Western culture. In this case. Okay. Anything else?
Um, oh, in the second page under the secondary stressors, the intrapsychic strains, that one.
Wait, hang on. Okay, secondary stressors.
The letter have a letter B and then the word.
Psychic strains. Okay. And is the word intrapsychic that you weren't sure about?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Tell me any more about this. It's not something we generally talk about. Do they use it anywhere else?
I think that was the only time they used it.
Okay, so I'm guessing. I'm gonna look it up. I don't.
They said it one more time, but it was so called talk about the 5 categories.
Yeah, I see that. It's not helpful. Let's see. Intrapsychic in from psychic to psych being or occurring within the psyche, mind, or personality. The psyche is the same as the mind.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say in this case it would be the strains, the psychological strains that your mind that your mind has, and what those strains do to your self-esteem. That's what they're talking about here.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, with that acculturation thing, here you are going to school with other kids who were born here, and you're trying to fit in, but then you go home and your parents don't really understand you. They don't understand English so well, and so you're trying to like balance both worlds. You're trying to fit in both places, and that can cause a lot of stress.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's intrapsychic strain. It's mental. Okay.
Okay.
Wow, I don't feel like I fit in at home anymore, and I don't feel like I fit in at school. I'm torn. I want my new culture. I want to fit in into the American culture. On the other hand, I feel bad that I my old culture behind. That make sense?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Mm.
They're all good questions.
The subsistence living, the basics of subsistence living.
Okay, subsistence, you're just making it. Subsistence living is just have enough food, or your rent is really hard, just do it. If they were to raise the rent $50, you're out of luck. Because you're just barely making it. Where is that?
Is in the primary stressors? Yeah.
Let's see. Say this.
In the middle-ish
Okay.
of the paragraph.
So they say television, refrigerator, gas stove, water supply, healthcare access, and other basic necessities were available to us. But my grandmother raised my younger sister and me and taught us traditional rural life that included farming, fishing, the basics, subsistence living. So you don't have any extra money. Somehow you gotta live, right?
Mhm.
So the grandmother taught them how to farm fish. So they could survive even if they didn't have a lot of money. So they did have these basic necessities: refrigerator, gas stove, et cetera, water. But their grandmother had taught them, her and her sister, how to exist, even if they didn't have those basics of subsistence living, how to get by.
Mhm. For I started typing some of it for my reaction paper here. I have started writing a little bit about the so-called summary-ish, and then the part that surprised me, I was mentioning about the health insurance part of the article. Can we look over that part again?
Sure. Do you want me to look at what you wrote?
Yeah, and then look at the
Okay,
part of
fine.
the health insurance part of the article. I think it's toward the end too.
Okay, 10 minutes. First, the article that I chose, choose. And it should be chose, so it should be 1O. Okay.
Okay.
OS, right? The article that I chose for this reaction paper is Effects of Integration during Adolescence on Mental Health and Social Grit. This article is mainly about the author's, apostrophe S, author's life story. Okay, about how she came to America at a very young age. Part of the article that surprised me. Okay, are you going to give more about the summary?
Yeah, I just yeah, I will need to, yes.
Okay, good, because that, yeah, you can say a lot.
Mhm.
The part of the article that surprised me was the part about health insurance. This article mentions how immigrants, when they first come to America, don't want get rid of that stuff. Don't want to get health insurance. Get rid of that. Okay. This article it mentions how immigrants, when they first come to America, don't want to get health insurance. Okay, so that's good,
Mhm.
and I can see why that might be surprising. But you want me to go back and look at the article?
Yeah, and yeah, that is the culture and economic strengths. It should be in that paragraph. To
There we are. There we are. See,
to the next page.
gotcha. Okay. New immigrants do not immediately seek health care because they are not accustomed or acculturated to Western health beliefs. It is human nature not to be involved with something that you're not familiar with. This applies to seeking health care. Only when one is acculturated enough, you fit in with the culture enough, one be comfortable venturing out of their comfort zone and trying new things not tried before. The research by Salant and Waterdale, the authors state that increased acculturation predicts increased help, seeking, and use of professional services. So the more comfortable you get with the culture you've entered into, in this case, the United States or America, the more comfortable you're going to be using professional services like healthcare. Also, we were living near an area that's known as Chinatown, where a plethora, what's plethora mean? Do you know that?
Many, right? Was that?
Good job. Good job. Plethora. Various cultures could be found. I didn't know that word until I was 30. Okay. So just the fact that this author lived around other Asian immigrants kind of slowed her down from integrating into American culture.
Mhm.
Okay. And the positive there is that she does get a lot of social and emotional support.
Mhm.
Okay. The last barrier my family had for not seeking available Western health care services was the cost. That's not surprising. Because we are not citizens when we arrived here in the United States, it took a while before we were able to get benefits that were available for qualified citizens. And private insurance was just too expensive at the time. Makes sense. Citizenship affects access to programs such as Medicaid, children's health insurance, CHIP, and women. Okay, WIC. Culturation is its lowest level for new immigrants, and over time it doesn't improve once the adopted culture is adopted. Accepted. Okay, so you were surprised that what?
Um, I think it was this part, so-called where they said their acculturation was at their lowest for the new immigrants over time, and it does yeah take that time to like that part, that last sentence in that paragraph.
Last sentence in the paragraph.
Yeah, that part.
Culturation is at its lowest level for new immigrants, and I would say thought over time because prove what's the adopted culture is adopted, accepted. So yeah, when you first get here, uh, just have a hard time fitting in. You're not comfortable trying to fit in. So slowly but surely it gets better. Fit into the culture, but get used to it. And it is weird that even we have a good healthcare system here, but if you're from another culture, you can't afford it maybe to get here,
Mhm.
and you don't even know how it works.
Mhm.
Whole idea of going to doctor's office and stuff that might be different. You gotta make phone calls, you gotta make appointments. So that might be stuff you're not used to doing. So it's kind of easier not to do anything.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think now?
I I put in that quote for that end of that paragraph into my little paper.
Yeah.
I think it would then need to kind of explain why I put the quote.
Okay, let's see. Part of this article mentions how instead of saying she, how about the author also? Author also mentions how. Get rid of this stuff. Take it out. Keep the how. Keep the how. Just get rid of that. Insurance is. Okay, wait. We're not quite there. The author also mentions how insurance. We need a couple more words. Insurance. How about how insurance is how immigrants are not comfortable. How immigrants are not comfortable getting insurance. Immigrants.
Oh, is there another I?
Okay. The author also mentions how immigrants are let's do are not comfortable. Are not comfortable. Are not. How immigrants are not comfortable getting health insurance. I'm going to do some here. Because there's the idea. Because being part of the new host countries, the new host countries
Or the what?
Actually, no. So why?
Okay.
Healthcare system is strange. Is strange to them. Strange to them. Okay, and then you're going to run that quote right in. Put a comma instead of a period after them.
Oh, okay.
And you're done. That's good. That one more time. The author also mentions how immigrants are not comfortable getting health insurance because being part of the new host country's healthcare system is strange to them. Well, duration is low as level for the immigrants, and over time does prove once it's done. Okay. All right. Let's see, hold on. Let's go back here. The author also mentions how write the words at first. Yep. First. Immigrants are not covering insurance. Yep, that's gonna do it. Okay. That's good. Why does that surprise you though? What way? I would think what?
I think it was because like because I think it was because how like people would say that like when they come here their health insurance sometimes I thought they kind of did mention did it say the health insurance was good? No, not in here, but like that how the health insurance is good. That's why like when they said that, I thought they were gonna that the immigrants will try to get their health insurance here.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
like-
what we're gonna write.
Like about how the health insurance here is good compared to other countries. That kind of like
That's
idea.
Great point.
Yeah.
We gotta write it.
Mhm.
Otherwise we're not really saying why it's surprising.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
So after the quote here, page
Mhm.
757, you could say, I have always thought. Explaining now why you're surprised. I have
Mhm.
always thought that. What have you always thought?
Hmm. The dot.
You just said it.
Yeah. How other people say.
You just thought. People say Americans. Okay, I have always thought.
Mhm.
Let's get rid of how other people. Or yeah, or you can say I've always heard people say that would work too.
I always.
I have always heard people say America has the best health insurance. Compare, put a D there.
Okay.
I've always heard people say America has the best health insurance compared to other countries. Well, I don't know about this one. It's the other way around. I don't think they're saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Just that part, but like I'm trying to just have the
I've always heard people say America has the best health insurance compared to other countries. So it surprised me that new immigrants. So it surprised me that new immigrants wouldn't take advantage of this benefit. And I would just stop it right there. That of this benefit. Benefit. Benefit.
yeah.
You ready? BENE.
B-E-N-E. Is that not
That,
no right?
that's it. You got it right there. Got it. Beautiful. Okay, so that's good. Now what?
I think this part is okay for the surprise.
I think you're good on surprise.
Now I think I go back to the summary of the article.
You'll have, and you have to write about any personal experience stuff after the surprise part.
Yeah, and the connection to the clinical part.
Exactly.
About
exactly.
the class.
That's what you got left. Right. Okay. So now what?
Can you help me with the summary of the article?
Sure. let's see. Let's go back here. There. There. There it is. Her paper. Okay, the article that I chose for this reaction paper is mainly about how authors like story about how she came to America. Okay. Okay, how she came to America at a very young age.
Mhm.
Let's finish that sentence. Say, and the difficulties she had when she arrived in the US. Stop, don't get me wrong. What happened? That, okay. Okay, let's see here. So I might say Perez talks about
Yes.
and then I would use a quote here.
Another
So
quote?
I'm looking at this article here.
Mhm.
Can you see where I am or no? Current literature research supports one same theme. There are adverse effects of immigration during adolescence on mental health and social well-being, and it is complicated by many stressful factors involving the process of immigration. So I would just quote this. Perez talks about and I'd start with adverse. Sentence. Put a quote.
Yes,
You know where I am?
Second paragraph. Yes.
Says the current literature and research, that paragraph. So I would start with the word adverse effects. See where that is?
Adverse effects. Okay, yes, I see.
And go all the way to the end of that sentence.
This is it this part, this stuff?
Oh, I'll go back and look again. Here. Mainly about the author's story about how she came to. Okay, so somehow I messed up your paper. I mean, I can't find where it is. Why is that? Hold on. I got off. Here, I'm back. Okay, good. Now I know it. All right. Put the word the here. And then put a quotation mark. Okay. The adverse effects of immigration during adolescence on mental health and social being. Okay, now you're going to go here. You're going to put another quotation mark.
Oh, okay.
Right up there.
Is it this kind or the one middle?
Nope, just like that.
Okay.
And now you're going to take away, you're going to delete, and it is complicated by many. Okay, you're just going to erase that. Okay, and you're going to put the word and, sorry. And the. and then you're going to start another quotation.
Okay.
We're putting these two pieces, we're just trying to make it sound good.
Mhm.
Okay. So now let's read it and see if it works. The article is mainly about the author's life story about how she came to America at a very young age and the difficulties that she had when she arrived in the U.S. Perez talks about the adverse effects of immigration during adolescence on mental health and social well-being, and the stressful factors involving the process of immigration, social consequences, and factors within the family. There we go. So that sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now let's go back to the article. Where's the article? Here it is. All right, here we go. I'm looking at primary stressor decision to immigrate. I would say Perez's parents came to the United States to give the family a better life. Period.
Yeah.
However,
However.
now I want you to think about what were the problems that she had when she came here.
No, it was like the parents not really understanding and her not really understanding the language.
Okay, so let's have a sentence about that. However, when she enrolled in school, so what happened to her when she enrolled in school? Put it in your own words. Tell me.
It was how she didn't really when she was talking, she didn't really know how to answer her classmates or the teacher yet. With like, she have very limited English, like she only know how to say yes or no when answering
Okay.
questions.
And as a result, what happened to her?
She was, I think she was being kind of being bullied a little bit for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Let's write that sentence. That's good. Okay. Let's see. All right, hold it. Perez parents. What do you need here? What do you need to put in there?
Oh,
Parents belong to Perez. Possessive. That you got it. Good job. Perez's parents give the family better. However, when she enrolled in school, she found what?
Found herself struggling.
Yep. With what? What?
With learning the language.
Okay. She found herself struggling with learning, and the language is English, right?
Yeah.
She found herself struggling with English. You forgot your G. English. You forgot your G.
Oh.
Okay. How do you spell that word? I think it's E-N-G-L. E-N-G-L.
Oh. No.
Now you got it. However, when she enrolled in school, she found herself struggling with English. What was the result?
It said
And just tell me what you said before.
it was that she was getting bullied.
She enrolled in school, she found herself struggling with English and was bullied. Was bullied by her classmates.
Yeah.
And how did the teachers answer her? I don't even know. Have to look.
I don't think I really mentioned about it.
Okay, let's see here. Hold on, I'm looking too. Okay, laughed at. Maybe not. Okay. Yep, doesn't look like it says anything. It's teachers, which is good. Yeah, okay, so we don't have to say anything about the teachers.
Yeah, I don't really say. It's just
Okay,
kind of
that's fine.
mentioned about how, like, when they're doing the parent conference with the teachers and parents, the parents won't really talk to the parents because they don't speak English at home. That part.
Gotcha.
The next one. Okay.
Okay, however, when she enrolled in school, she found she let's put the word herself right there.
So,
Okay, good. And let's put the word so right there. So was bullied by her classmates.
okay.
Okay?
Mm.
All right, let's see what else we want to say here. It's a good start. All right. Uh, hang on. Okay. Okay, let's do as a result.
Okay.
So as a result, being bullied and having language issues, what did Perez try and do?
I think she tried. It was that. Then she tried to change. Not only change her culture, but like the word the acculturate with the.
Exactly.
Yes.
Very, very good. That's what I was hoping to come up with. That's perfect. As a result, Perez tried to quickly, what's the word? Quickly.
The one with the
What you just said. That's it.
the acculturation, right? Or is it
Acculturate. In this case, that's what it is. Acculturate.
Okay.
Verb here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As a result, Perez tried to quickly acculturate, put a comma after acculturate,
Okay.
which had its own problems. Okay, I want you to go back and look at the word it's.
Mm-hmm.
When you see IT apostrophe S, That really is the word. It's two words.
Mhm.
It is. Which had it is. Oh, proud. Makes no sense. There you
That's
go.
this one.
That's the test.
Okay.
Doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
It is. That doesn't make any sense. So then you know it's the other one.
Mhm.
Okay. As a result, Perez tried to quickly acculturate which had its own problems. Put a period after problems. Okay. What were the problems?
Hmm.
So she's fitting in one place, and then what's happening somewhere else? Look under go ahead. I'm looking at family factors, that part of the article.
Yeah. I think it was like so-called about her culture. Like,
Okay. So then she's fitting in with the U.S. with American culture. What happens at home?
it's like her family is thinking that she's like trying to not really keep her own culture.
That's right. Okay.
She's
Good.
trying to like full on become westernized.
All right. Very good. You're
Yeah.
totally there. Let's see here. Okay, I can definitely attest to that because there were times when I felt that my sister and I were acculturating faster than our parents and experiencing more stress from being westernized, but still trying traditional culture. Okay, hang on here. Very pretty stress between the teenager and traditional parents, even when they're not at risk. Your distance on sense or a sense of lack of support that the parents happening to Okay, so we're almost there. Let's go back here. As a result, which had its own problems. How about as she grew more comfortable with American culture, she grew more comfortable with American culture, comma, she felt, what do you think? She felt more distance with her Filipino parents?
Yeah, I think so. That's what she's trying to say. And then like, yeah. Uh-huh. That,
Okay. As she grew more comfortable with her American culture, she felt more distance from her, I'd say Filipino parents. Right back to the article now. Let's see. All right, we're going back to the article when you're ready.
the,
We're going to use a quote here.
culture. Well, was it parent again?
Filipino parents, yeah, plural, I think.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to use a colon here to introduce a quote. We haven't done that before.
For this one?
That's the two dots. You know the colon?
For this here, right?
Right there. Okay, now put a quotation mark. Because one thing a colon does is introduce quotations. It's really good for that. So now I'm going back to the article.
Mhm.
And I am looking at okay, so I'm in the paragraph, family factors. I'm about 2/3 of the way through it, maybe. And she says, after you see where it says Romero et al. 2007, page 530.
Yes.
Okay. Then it says, I can definitely attest to that because you're going to start the quote there where it says there were times. All the way to the end of the end of the sentence. There were times when I felt that my sister and I were acculturating faster than our parents and experiencing more stress for being westernized, but still trying to keep the traditional culture. That makes sense?
Yeah, I think that.
Take your time. I will look at it when you're done.
I think I have it.
Hang on. Hang on. Order here. All right. Look. As a result, remember, she felt more distant. Times when I felt my sister and I were closer to this past experience. Yep, that looks good to me. Okay, perfect. Remembering that we are summarizing this article. The article now. That's good. Yeah, okay. Okay. So how about this caused Perez and it's caused with a D.
Okay.
This caused Perez to feel what? What kind of strain did she feel?
Hmm. It was so cold that it was
What was that word we talked about before?
it was the was the stress and then the acculturation.
No. Remember the intra-psychic strain?
Oh, that one. Yeah, in the beginning, those that.
Yeah. So you could just say, you could say stress, or you could say intra-psychic strain. Put that quotes. Yeah, let's do that. This caused Perez to feel, quote, intrapsychic strain.
The strain.
Good, strain. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a comma for that quotation mark. Put a comma.
Okay.
And then after the quotation mark, space, and the word which. Which is common for the children of new immigrants. Actually, we'll say which is common and dangerous.
Common.
Which is common. Oh, yeah, okay. Which is common and can be dangerous to the children of new immigrants. It's pretty good. I wonder if you have to have a page number for it since you're quoting intrapsychic. Yeah, we'll put it at the end.
Oh, at the end.
Yeah, at the end of the sentence. Of new immigrants, before the period though. The period's going to be your last element that you write. So parentheses, page, and we got to figure out what the page is.
Is it the 765 one?
Is that what it is?
I think so.
I think it's 767, isn't it?
It's the 65.
I'm looking at 67 here. Hold it.
67?
That's what it says. That's what I see. before conclusion,
Hmm.
top right corner. We have two different articles.
No, it's the same one. It's just there's a top right corner.
Yeah, it says 767 on it. And the page with the notes is 768. That's what I'm looking at. I just don't want you to get the wrong page unless we're looking at different places.
I think the one I got it from was like from the first page of the little on the article. The little.
So like earlier, you said it's 767, 765.
Yeah, I think I saw toward that beginning.
Let's not use that though, because this one, here's why I want you to use this one, 767.
Mhm.
Because it's right before the conclusion. It says intrapsychic strain, damage to self-esteem. It says that paragraph says adolescent immigrants are likely to report feelings of vulnerability, exclusion, and lack of confidence. And she talks about being back in 7th grade and being judged. Okay, there's a quote here, and the sad fact is that those who are heavily alienated or bullied are, quote, likely to feel peer pressure to engage in substance abuse, sexual activity, and violence. So that's why I think it's dangerous. Damage self-esteem.
Mhm.
So that it kind of plays into that. Is that okay?
Mhm. Yeah, they took that 6767.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is a 2-page paper, correct?
Yeah, I just need to add the other parts to it.
Yeah, I don't think we want to do too much more. I think that's pretty good. Okay. I'm looking at the yard. Stress that I felt when I went through the challenge of being in West. That's solved. I didn't come to feel vulnerability. My physical and culture. We're coming with strong family support. Okay, good. We got one more sentence here. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Okay, one more sentence, right?
Mhm.
Luckily, comma. ILY. Luckily, Perez had strong family support. And was able to do you know the word merge?
This one?
One thing is called, yeah, that one. You know that word?
Yeah.
It's like
Put together, right?
Yep, that's it. Luckily, Perez had strong family support and was able to merge her Filipino culture with American culture? What do you think?
Yeah.
Uh, American, I say, not America. Let's see, American culture. Put a comma after culture instead of the period.
Okay.
To merge her Filipino culture with American culture. Let's say with her new American culture. Her new. Forming a positive adult life. That makes sense to you?
Yeah.
There you go. Now I think we're done.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, it's summary. We can't say too much. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not too long. All right, and you already got the surprise parts. So now all you're going to have to do, you're going to do it on your own, is to come up with how does this relate to other classes and stuff. Or the class. Okay.
Yes.
You feel pretty good?
I think so. Just hope. I think. Yeah. Yes.
You don't have to. You only have about one more paragraph here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When's it due?
This one is like so cool. I turn in whenever I'm done with it.
Okay. If you want to show it to me on Monday, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we good here?
Yeah.
All right. So go and have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you on Monday.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, Jim. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Coming up over.